Alright. Let's get going. No, so, I don't care. Alright, I can offer favors or I can revoke privileges. Let's revoke privileges. Because they have so many of them. Well, I'm about to get mill tax, so it would be in my best interest to remove ceremonial offer from certain posts. That way, tech costs will... the tech cost of military technology will reduce, which is a benefit. Furious. Oh no. Great. Okay, so chance of losing all that stability is 1/2 times 1/2, so 1/4 times 3/4, so 3 out of 16. The chance of losing no stability is 1/4 times 1/2 times 1/2. So 1/16. 3/16s, 1/16. And the rest is, well, sort of between 2 and 3 with a favoring of 2. I'm probably going to be at 0 stability now. 0 stab. However, 1 and -1 are both have a decent chance, and I'm probably not going to come out of the sun saves. Though it would have been nice. I figured. And finish off the road here. Yeah. It feels good to take the time to develop the infrastructure across the realm. Reckless! Great for fighting, terrible for just about everything else. Like actual sieges. Or prestige. I can finally afford level 19 in military tech. Improved cavalry coming up soon. With the wheel-lock muskets. I'm also, despite the fact that I have only level 16 in administrative, considered decently ahead in the world. I mean, Europe's starting to really catch up, but I'm on par approximately with Korea. Actually, yeah. If you add our tech levels together, we all have the same tech levels, just that mine are a bit more extreme, with their lowest being 17, since they have 18, 17, 20, and I have 16, 20, 19, so my lowest is 16. But that's because I have to take the effort to core everything myself. Although I have to admit, Korea's starting to look scary over there. They really are. I mean, there are also other issues in the game that the AI can have some level of difficulty dealing with. The best example being communication efficiency. However, they do seem to be doing a good job of building trade wharfs. I do believe the capital has one as well. Yeah. In fact, they seem to have them almost all over their coastline, plus a decent road network, which would definitely help with communication efficiency. As well as the Dalian Bay. Yeah, it seems like things are going quite well for them, at least over here. Now on this side, recently conquered, so Marshall. Well, nope, very poor communication. That's their nearest road to their capital. And that's their closest trade war. Well, so yeah, you're going to need to develop a decent road and harbor system to actually get these under control. Otherwise, they're just going to have max autonomy the entire time, and possibly also revolts. 7. Yeah. I still think it's probably in my best interest to build a trade harbor, so I'm going to build that. Because in M&T, as with all the mainline Paradox games that have out of Crusader Kings 2, and to a degree, Wave 4, you're playing as the state. As a result, well, yes, you want to guide your people. You do want to make the best situation for yourself, giving you the most amount of control and the best chance to overcome your enemies. I mean, that's one of the natural directions of evolution for a state. You want as many resources to yourself as possible in order to ensure your own survival. Since the state is to a degree somewhat like an organic being, it will do its best to ensure its own survival. The combination of international politics and internal politics. Which is why every state also has, to a degree, at least in modern times, an ideology that it tries to follow. Because if it can convince its citizens that they have principles that they follow, it stands a much higher chance of continuing to enjoy the support of the population. Especially since most states know that if they really want to, an angry populace can easily overthrow the government. This is especially true in Victoria too, although I'm talking about the time period, not the game. In the game, rebels are a bit of a joke, which they shouldn't be. There were not many wars in Europe, because everyone was afraid that a bad war would cause rebellion to rise up. I mean, what happened in the United States during the Vietnam War? A lot of people protested the war in Vietnam. Because they felt it wasn't the right thing to do or whatnot. And that it got in the way of various other things that they found to be important. For example, education, the economy, and it ended up being pretty unpopular after some time. At the beginning it was pretty popular because, stick it up to the commies. Pretty much the whole American diplomatic stance for the majority of the Cold War. But eventually it got long, grueling, and there really wasn't anything there for the American populace. They liked sticking it up to the commies, but outside of that, they really had no interest in the war. It's 1492, and I'm going to get innovative. I'm in Japan. I'm going to get innovativeness for the quest for the New World. This feels a little cursed, I have to admit. 30. I mean, this one has a higher. Not actually. Okay. I mean, I might as well. It won't help the economic development of the province that much, but it will help my my general economy. Eventually, now that autonomy has hit 0 in several locations, I can actually start thinking about improving my education in order to make research and national ideas easier to obtain. Recruit an explorer. Right, first the Sea of the North Pacific, and then we can deal with the coastline later. I should be able to explore a decent distance anyway. And Okinawa is down here. It's the biggest of the islands currently controlled by MEIOU. Nowadays, they're all the islands of MEIOU are all organized in one prefecture, as far as I'm aware. But honestly, I don't really know that much about modern Japanese politics, so definitely take my word with a grain of salt there. A 1,000 manpower. Okay. Can't wait to put that into, well, conscripted labor projects. That's probably the best way I could put it. As well as the Shogun. At this point, I've definitely been paying lip service for decades by now. If not almost a century. In theory, I'm his subject, but in practice, I pretty much do whatever I want. Without any real regard for what the Shogun tells me. Because I am fully aware that he doesn't actually have any power over me. Not really. Alright, let's upgrade the roads in Phison in order to get more wealth out of the province. More trade power, more gravity, more production power, as well as a better communications efficiency for the nearby. I mean, I figured it would happen eventually. Oh. Okay, now that it's finally cored, I can state it. It's gonna be a while before I can state cored easy though. Some prestige. Nice. Zen Buddhism, of course. Keep my yearly prestige gain up. And gets me an extra advisor to pick from. Which now is starting to become useful, because I'd rather have one skill advisors, because they give the most bang for the buck. It's partially for the small and extremely minor bonuses they give, but there's also the highly efficient rate of conversion from ducats to monarch points, which I'm starting to work towards getting more of, as technology is starting to gain increasing levels of importance compared to trying to make as much money as possible. I mean, I plan on definitely getting the first 3 exploration ideas. Probably the 4th one too. And then I will leave the rest for later since I don't really need these benefits as much. The naval force summon modifier does seem like it would be fun, but I don't really need to complete exploration ideas. Same with naval ideas, I just need the first 2 ideas for now. Later on when I have more diplomatic mill points, I'll probably do more of these in order to get the benefits. But for now, it's not really useful. Oh well, I can't wait until I get admin tech level 20 and pick the next idea group. I'll probably do another admin idea group just for... because I don't want to deal with 2 of the same type. Anyway, it's close to an hour, so I'll just let the months pass, and then we can go on ahead and save and end the recording here. Alright. Save the game. It's 2nd of October, but that doesn't matter. Not really. What's the difference of a day in this game? Very little, unless it happens to be between the end of the month and the start of the month. A lot of things are calculated by the month, but I'm digressing here. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow on the last day of the week for recording M&T. After that, we'll be going back to Franconia, as well as the edited versions of the campaign here. Until tomorrow, I'll see you then.